Now you don't know that intro
Come on.
thing. Well, we talking about sex tonight because there was a lot of last night
Yes.
on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my
And I did a
goodness.
K-Cee
Woo.
Deeva, and my partner, my sidekick, my BFF,
Hey.
Anthony
What's
Adams.
happening, BFF? What's happening, Miss Diva? Look at you, pretty in pink.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just telling you, we were just talking. So, for those who don't know, I'm in the process of moving
Mm-hmm.
on up like the Jeffersons.
Hey.
Little piece of the pie and the sky, a nice
Yes.
view.
Yes.
Next sunny day, I'll have to do the show from my patio so that y'all get a glimpse of the beautiful Northwest. But
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I've been moving, and I'm like, I don't even know. Last time I put some makeup on my face. Because
Mm-hmm.
packing and unpacking and moving and sweating and trying to get the place together and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a work in progress. You see, my Hollywood sign is still behind me.
We do
I just need to
indeed.
dump it on the wall a little higher. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is real life. We do what we do.
It is. It is. Come on, ain't nothing wrong with that. You're moving studios, is what you're
Yes, I am
doing.
moving
You're
studios.
moving. You're moving studios.
That's the
Yes. Yes.
speaking of real life and real
Mm.
people,
Mm.
let's dive head first into this.
Woo!
Asuelo and Kalani. First, what you sipping on? What you sipping on that?
This is watermelon and vodka. I'm drinking right now. Watermelon vodka.
Watermelon vodka. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's watermelon vodka tonight. I've got watermelon Moscato in my little drink.
Ooh. Okay. I hear you. I hear you on that one. That's a good one. Great minds
Ooh,
think alike, but I
yeah.
had to take a drink because last night. Oh, hold on. I gotta take. Hold on. I gotta get some water. Cause mm,
You got to cool off from last night.
last night's
I,
show. Oh
I need to
golly.
take a cool shower or something after that show
Woo.
last night. So Kalani and Asuelo, if you've been keeping up with them, they've had their challenges,
Yeah.
and Kalani, just hasn't really been happy with the relationship.
Mm.
Asuelo literally is like a fish out of water here in the States. He's an
Mm-hmm.
island boy from Samoa,
Mm.
and he's trying to adapt. And bless him, he's just raw and
Yeah.
real, and he's learning
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Now, so Kalani is, she's trying, she's a typical female, right? We love romance, fellas. We love to
Mm.
be wined and dined. We want flowers.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be taken special places and feel like princesses and queens,
Mm-hmm.
all the things. So, Kalani's trying to kind of give him hints and tell him what to do. So Asuelo planned a nice little getaway, a surprise
Mm-hmm.
getaway for her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last week we saw where he announced the getaway, and
Mm-hmm.
mom and kids are in tow as well. Which I'm sorry, Aunt, that ain't no getaway.
No, no, it's not. Granted, they were in like a separate area, but still, no. A getaway is like kids go to grandparents' house, you and your significant other hit the road or hit the airport, and it's just
Exactly,
the two of y'all. Okay, whether
exactly,
that's for a
exactly.
one night only or whether that's for a full on weekend or a week getaway, that's a getaway.
Right,
So yeah.
right.
So yeah, that's a getaway. Yeah, no, that
Yes,
wasn't. That was no. That wasn't. That was an extended family vacation. That's all that was.
yeah. Yeah. Kalani was, Kalani's got some attachment issues with the boy. Let's just call it what it is. And
Yeah.
couldn't live with grandma and grandpa, so
Mm-hmm.
grandma came to watch the babies while Kalani and Asuelu get it on. I mean, let's just call it what it was. So they went to a sex
Mm-hmm.
shop. But now the two of them went to the sex shop.
Woo.
And in the sex shop, the lady that was walking around the shop was showing them various items.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you haven't seen the episode, it's hard to put in words Asuelo last night. Anthony, why'd you try? I can't do it. I mean, Asuelo was like a 12-year-old boy. Like,
Swelu reminded me of the kid who just saw his first naked woman for the first
Yeah,
time being in that sex shop. Okay, he reminded
yeah.
me. He was like, "They have this, they have that, they have this here." He was pointing out everything, and what's cool is like
He's like, ooh la la.
the lady that worked at the shop. She's just so cool, with just
She was.
exactly. He's like ooh la la and just loving it and everything, and oh my god! And it was, and then they're talking about like toys that they bought and everything, and some stuff they had to blur out, but you knew what it was, and he was
Yeah,
all
but
surprised by it.
I liked how he referenced everything as food, like donuts
Yeah.
and sausages.
Oh god, I can't eat. I can't eat donuts after that segment. I can't. I can't.
Which is which everybody watching had to be a little. I know I was a little puzzled. I'm still not quite sure. I 100% know what he's talking about when he's talking about the donuts.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just let Asuelo like he just knows
Just
and
be a
don't
swallow.
go with it. But
I
anyway,
mean,
it worked out with some treasures, a little some paddles and some other things, and
that thing went. That thing. They about to go full on 50 Shades there in a minute. I was
right,
like, oh. I was like, Lord Jesus. I was like, Lord, get them out of that shop because pretty soon I found myself damn near having to change the channel and everything. Cause my daughter's about to walk in the room. I'm like, oh no, I
uh-oh.
gotta turn this off. They should have ran a one. What was that thing that FX used to do before Nip Tuck come on? This content is rated
Oh, the
TVMA. It
disclaimer,
contains
yes,
it contains sexual scenes and everything.
yes,
Viewer discretion is advised.
nudity.
Yeah, should have ran one of them last night. That's what we
Uh,
needed.
it was just comedy, but I
Yeah,
felt bad for Asuelo because bless his heart, he tried, but
he did.
unfortunately, Kalani. I mean, so he ended up taking her to a cabin getaway, and she wasn't impressed. She appreciated his sentiment, and then he
Yeah.
really tried, but she was all dressed up like thinking they were going to Vegas or some ritzy fancy
Mm-hmm.
place, and they
Mm-hmm.
ended up in a cabin, and I mean, bless him.
I mean,
He needs guy friends.
he
He needs guy
does.
friends. He doesn't have any guy friends, because he doesn't know
Yeah.
he needs some guys that can kind of help him and coach him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and listen, I've seen like really cool romantic getaway cabins, and that's what I was hoping theirs would be because he had the one for like the mom and the kids and everything. That the mom, okay, that's for the kids and stuff. That one's clear for families. I'm thinking the one he gonna take her into. They're gonna have a nice
Right.
fireplace, and it's gonna have like that winter cabin. We in the woods. It's just
Yeah.
us and a nice bearskin rug. And nope, there was like a bed in the middle of the room and everything. I'm like,
And wood everywhere. It was just, yeah, it was not
did
romantic. I
you
mean, it was,
did did you see when Kalani took it to the head with the drink?
yes. He said, no, that's for later. She said, no, this is for now.
She's like, I'm gonna need a drink to get through all this because this is a
Was
mess.
that Henny? It looked like it was Henny. It was something strong. I
I
know
don't
that much.
know what it was. Henny, Night Train,
Oh my
Cisco,
goodness. She was
Mad
like,
Dog,
forget it. I'm gonna
2020,
just take it out the
something.
bottle.
She took it straight to the head, like she was Rick James drinking Jack Daniels. She took it to the head, and then Asuelu
Oh my
is pushing
God.
all the camera people out. They're like, go, go, you
Right. He's
gotta
like,
go.
get out, get out.
The sound man was sitting there next to the wall with a stethoscope, like in them
Right, right,
old Bugs
right,
Bunny
right.
cartoons, trying to see what he can
I
hear.
need to know somebody on that crew, damn it, so I can start getting some behind this. They have all kind of footage that we don't see.
Oh, that's
Like,
left on the cutting room floor.
right. I wish
There,
I knew somebody to be like, send me some goodies, man. I want to see what happens when the camera
there.
goes. I
Trust me when I tell you, there is some footage left on the cutting room floor.
already know. I already know.
Mm-hmm.
All
Woo.
right, but we'll
Drink
leave
time.
that on the floor there, and then we can send to see what happens next week.
Mm-hmm.
This week, rather, this coming week. Okay, let's move on over to something not as fun, a little more
Mm.
contentious, still just as crazy.
Oh Lord.
Natalie, stuck up Natalie from Ukraine and Mike and his mom.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
I'm watching it. Now, okay, it was Thanksgiving. They
Mm-hmm.
were visiting, Oklahoma, where the mom lives.
Mm-hmm.
And last week they showed the Thanksgiving dinner, and and the cooking, and so for some reason Natalie got in her head that his mom called her a hooker,
Yeah.
And the mom didn't call her that. Like
No.
no, I can't. I was like, I had to rewind. I was like, wait, did she call her? You know, I
Yeah.
think Natalie struggles with understanding English sometimes. And
Mhm.
I can't remember. Do you remember what it was she said that made her think that? I can't remember what it was.
I
And,
honestly don't even remember because if she would have called her a hooker, I think I definitely would have remembered that.
right, but she didn't. I know she didn't.
Yeah, I think she maybe made like some
Yeah,
sort of like side remark or something like that.
yeah. Now,
And
oh, now Mama was getting in, so she was doing a lot of passive aggressive. So she wasn't. She wasn't.
mm, Mama's Trisha's pettiness was on point.
Oh, the pettiness was real. So she
Oh
was
yeah.
definitely. I mean, she made comments about, "Hey, are you guys having kids? You know, you're getting a little old." And I mean, she was kind of ruthless. So she can't act like she's a saint and didn't do anything.
Nope.
But when there came time to leave, I think you said it. I think you said it in your tweets the other night
Mm-hmm.
that we've never heard Mike yell, and
I no, Mike.
he was pissed.
So let's put everything in the proper context. So Natalie first just leaves the house, doesn't even like get the car is there to pick them up, take them to the airport. No, excuse me, they're gonna go to the airport, and Natalie is like, and Mike's like, you're not gonna say bye to my mom. She's like, I talked to my mom the other night. She told me that your mom was speaking bad to me. So with that being said, I'm not gonna say goodbye. I will just say thank you and then leave. Goes and gets in the car, and mind you, this is Mike's mom's car. She goes and gets in. So she's sitting there waiting for a while. So Mike,
Pouting.
exactly, pouting, looking out the window, don't want to talk to them and everything, and just get angry and everything. She reminded me of my daughter when she doesn't. When I say we can't have McDonald's, just want to
Yeah,
turn
but
me
I
out the
like
window and
your daughter, Natalie doesn't need to pout. She already looks a hot mess. Your daughter's a lot cuter than Natalie, so
thank you. Oh, thank you. So,
But
but yeah, but what happened was is you Mike is like, what is your problem? Like I've never heard as many times we've had Mike on this show on 90, not our show, but 90 Day. We'd love to have him on the show, Mike. If you're
right,
watching this, you're more than welcome to come
I'm
on,
like,
man. Come on, man.
you
We
heard
watch. We all Washingtonians here,
little
brother.
plug
Come on.
there.
Just saying. Just saying. But I'm just saying. I mean, as many times
Mhm.
as he's been on the show, I've never heard him raise his voice. I've seen him like look disinterested, and he's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
checked out. I've never heard him raise his
But
voice
he
like
was
that before.
frustrated because Natalie's pouting,
Yes.
and him and the mom's like, Natalie, she goes, I'm not gonna talk to anyone who insulted me. And the mom's like, what did I say to insult you, Natalie? I don't know what I said. And
Yeah.
Natalie's like, she and I quote, I'm too high to repeat it. Which of course she meant, she's above the pettiness, but
Yeah.
in her way, that's what she meant, I'm too high to repeat it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mike got frustrated. Finally, they slammed the door on her and was like, forget
Yeah.
it. And Trish, as they're walking back, you hear her very quietly say, you know what? Forget it. Get it done, Mike. Give her $5,000 and send her back home. And I was like, Mike drop.
That was it. They didn't have to go back to them for the rest of the episode.
Mic drop.
Leave it
They
right there.
could have been done with that. I was good right there.
And we thought and now mind you, I thought we had just seen the last of them for the episode. Oh no, they came back and they go to the airport. On the way to the airport, Mike's mom and Mike's like, hey, what airline are you going to use? I'm not sure. And then Mike and Trish goes, hey Natalie, what airline? And Natalie's like, man, Natalie ain't saying nothing. And then they get to the airport. Natalie looked like she was trying to make it. She was looking around like first of all, she came in the airport a few minutes behind them. When she pulled out her earphones, I thought she was taking off her microphone, like she was getting ready to quit the show right there.
She about to go to
And if you
Ukraine.
exactly, well, ready for this? I don't know if you remember this, but she kept looking around and she kept like waiting a couple minutes behind them when they would get on the escalator. She looked like she was getting ready to make a beeline for like another flight. Like she was looking for like a way out.
Yeah, she was kind of looking a little, but then they show the preview where she and Mike have this talk, and he basically says, "I'm not feeling this anymore." So,
Yeah. So
so
yeah, we're going to have to
gonna
see
be
that for next
interesting.
week.
Gonna be
Oh yeah,
interesting.
it's finally picking up.
Yeah, it's definitely because it was kind of boring for a minute. I
It
found myself falling
was.
asleep on several
Me too.
episodes prior.
Me too.
Okay, so let's leave this hot mess and let's move on to uh Brandon and Julia. So Brandon
Okay.
and Julia, the mom and dad, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they were kind of laying low for a minute. Then all of a sudden they
Yeah.
started popping back up. So it's the
Yep.
dad. The dad turned 70.
That's
And
right.
the mom says, we want to have a birthday party. And she says, oh, by the way, we'd like to kind of celebrate you guys' wedding too. You guys didn't have a proper wedding because of COVID, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Brandon and Julia make it very clear, no, we don't want anything. We're
Mm-hmm.
good. Please
Mm-hmm.
do not plan anything. And anybody that's been watching this season knows how Brandon's mama is. So I'll let you get what she
Mm.
did.
Whew.
They walk in, and half the side is congratulations, 70 birthday for
Mm.
dad. And the other side is congratulations on getting married.
Mm.
And she even got
And
a cake, and she even got a cake. They already
oh,
told the woman, don't do anything.
well, not just the cake. They had the guy that married them there too.
That's right.
And so
Yes.
I'm looking at this going, oh, this is not going to end good. I mean, now, traditionally, now I thought, you know what, they're just going to suck it up and just be like, you know what, fine, mom and dad, they want to celebrate us. Okay, cool. Not these two. Oh, no. No, Brandon pulled after the pastor said some things to them and congratulations on your marriage. No, Brandon had pulled mom aside and he went off. He was like, we told you we did not want anything for the wedding. This was to be about dad and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And they left. They left. They were
Hey, I
out.
gotta give it to Brandon though. He finally
Yeah.
stepped up. I mean, now I agree. I think they could have just sucked it up,
Yeah.
wrote it out, and then later said, "Okay, mom, now we
Mm-hmm.
specifically asked you." But
Mm-hmm.
Brandon finally put on his big boy pants and stood up to mom.
Mm-hmm.
And mom, of course, afterwards she blames Julia. She's like, he would have never done that. I feel like she's changing him and blah 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 blah. No, you didn't listen. Your son,
Yeah.
they clearly said they didn't want that, and you did
Right.
what you wanted to do.
Right. And
So,
and now Brandon has dropped the bombshell. He's like, look, we're moving out. He's like,
mhm.
we're moving. And and mom and dad, of course, had to throw this in his face. Remember, you tried to move out for 2 months and that didn't work. You weren't really paying much of the rent. And then the dad was like, okay, cool. You want to go ahead? Go. And the dad,
Right.
now see, the only thing the dad should have said was, you can go, when you leave, yes, ain't coming back here no more. Okay. You out on your own now. Okay. You
Well,
can, mm-hmm.
you know how it is. The
I
mom.
know.
It's the. I think the dad would be perfectly fine with them leaving. It's the mom. She's like,
Yeah.
he's the only child. She's got the only boy. She's got huge attachment issues.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon needs to man up. Get a job that can support them so that they can move out. It's time.
I gotta plug this for a second. I'm surprised that Brandon and Julia and his mom were on that other show called Smothered, and the reason why I say that is because on Smothered there was a mom who had a farm, who
Yeah.
had a house on a farm, and
Yeah.
instead of them moving out, she built them like a big guest house in the back of
I
her
remember that.
farm. I'm
Yeah.
like, why are they not? They were for some reason the farm and the mom attachment. They were just reminding me of that. I'm like, why were they not on that show?
They might be. They could have another season coming up.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about let's see, we'll do a drive by on Angela. Angela had her surgery. She lost 40 pounds. Good for her. Um, not because she's exercising or anything like that, but she has surgery. Right. But she's smoking, and she wants to do the facelift thing. The doctor said you cannot get it if you
Mhm.
continue to smoke, but she's continuing to smoke. So she
Mhm.
went to a hypnotist, and I don't know, Aunt. You think it's gonna work?
We'll have to see. I
I don't think it's gonna
mean,
work.
I don't think it's going to because they show us in the next episode that her might get into it. So
Yeah,
when her might get into it, she get to
might
smoking again.
be up to her.
He did, and I was like, okay, Mike, I see you. But one thing that had me dying though was when they recommended Angela take an edible. I'm like, that's the episode I want to see.
She
Because
said,
if you,
she thought they were edible. She said, I thought they were, I know edible panties. I'm not, Angela, get your mind out the gutter. No, no, no. Her mind's
I
always in the gutter.
I had to take 30 showers after 30 hot showers after that. I was like, oh, oh,
What's up?
oh,
So
oh.
anyway. Yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
interesting to see if she can actually quit the smoke, if the hypnosis works or not.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Last but not least, let's talk about Andre and Libby.
Libby.
So that's been a
Hmm.
contentious last couple of weeks because Libby and her sister are getting into it, which they're actually usually really close. So it's kind of
Yeah,
sad to me. Like they just been going at it, but
yeah, yeah.
um,
I
yeah.
mean, she understandably, the sister was understandably upset because she found out that Andre was at one of the houses that she was looking at. And what Andre essentially he was just shadowing Chuck and Charlie, like learning the ropes of the business. And the sister Becky automatically assumed that, oh, he's going to try to take the house from me and then sell it on his own. It's like, no, he was there to learn the business. And so of
Well,
course
but
they went on a boat ride last week, and a drink got thrown at Libby and hit Libby in the face and stuff like that. And yeah.
I can understand. I understand. Like a lot of people, kind of rake Becky over the coals, like on social media. But
Mm-hmm.
I understand Becky. So the whole family has peaked Andre. Like nobody in that family is stupid. They've all. Charlie's been the most vocal,
Yes.
but now Becky is more vocal because like I forget her name, but the sister that was in the black whose house they met up at.
Yeah.
She's
She
like the
tries to be
most.
the fair one. She
Yeah,
tries to, she tries to meet everybody in the middle. She's the fair one.
exactly, exactly. But she even said, she's like, Libby, come on now. Like we all have people with his, she's like, because Libby keeps saying, well, you guys want him to work. Well, you're not in our business. Get your own job, Andre. You're trying
Yeah.
to, you're too lazy to go find a job. So you want to basically mooch off a check, have him give you 100 grand,
Mm-hmm.
and do your real estate business or whatever. So keep in mind, Becky's a real estate agent as well. That's
Right.
why she was so upset because she thought, okay, she kind of jumped to conclusions because Andre has his real estate license, and she thought, oh, he's here trying to do what that's my job in the business. So
Mm-hmm.
I understood where she was coming from, and let's just face it, the way Andre does things, if he was nicer, if he wasn't so arrogant and
Mm-hmm.
such a bully, then they might not be as all up in arms. But I don't blame them. They don't. You can't
Mm-hmm.
trust the guy.
Yeah.
He's out for himself.
Right. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they do this. But the sisters met up. They had a conversation, and it was just like very. They're both passive aggressive to each other, and it was like I was waiting for Libby just to like finally just leap over the counter and attack her. That's what I was waiting. I was waiting for Libby. I hate to say this. I was waiting for Libby to have a basketball wives moment, like Evelyn when Evelyn
They
left over
already
when Evelyn left over that table, that old
they
girl.
did on the boat already. They already had
They
that moment.
did. I was waiting, but I'm just saying. But you know what though? Yeah, you're right. I mean, Andre comes in. They've given him chance after chance. You wanted to be a truck driver. You ended up not doing that. You wanted to
Right,
do something else that didn't work.
right.
And now you want to get in the family business. Okay, we're gonna give you a chance, but it's like and Andre's like, yeah, hey, I'm in the family business. I'm so happy. This is gonna be awesome. And the rest of the family is like, be humble.
Just
They're
stop talking, Andre.
they're
Just
they're,
stop.
they're just like they're going, be humble, big man, be humble.
I'm
And
gonna give
so
you. I'm gonna give him a line from Hamilton.
what was that?
Say less, smile more. People won't know who you're against and who you're for. I mean, I'm just saying.
Mm,
Like just a little bit of
yeah,
advice, from the musical Hamilton.
yeah,
Andre just chill. Like he's like a bull in a china cabinet. It's like
yeah.
he just this raging bull, and I want to be in charge, and I don't care, and I'm gonna run. You can't do that. This is a family. They have been in business for a very long time together. You're the outsider. What do you
Mm-hmm,
not understand about that? Yeah,
mm-hmm,
okay, great. You want to support your family, you want to make money. You
mm-hmm,
figure, okay, well, I want to be part of the business too, but you're not a blood relative. It's fine that you want to be a part of the business, but
mm-hmm,
chill out. You're gonna have to sweep some floors and
mm-hmm,
do some stuff, whatever, before you get to where you're trying to go. You're trying to get the corner office, and you don't
mm-hmm.
have any damn experience.
Exactly. You
Like
you you
chill
got to pay
out.
your dues. You got to pay your dues.
Yeah,
That's how you get there.
you know.
Yeah,
So
what's it? What was the saying from Fast and the Furious? Just because you think you can box doesn't mean you're ready to get in the ring with Ali.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
right.
And next week it's about to heat up because they get on that motorhome. So not only does Andre do we see him hit the mailbox, he and Becky get into it while he's driving. Oh, this gonna be good.
He gets
Woo!
off. It looks like he gets off. It's like I'm done. I'm not driving this anymore.
He gets off the thing. Oh yeah. Oh, it's about. Let me tell you something.
Okay,
Next
Chuck,
week's
was
episode
that
is got.
really a good idea to do a road trip in an RV and meet with these people? Come
Mm-mm,
on now, Chuck.
mm-mm,
And where's the
mm-mm.
mom? Is the mom around? I haven't seen the mom.
I know.
Was
I
she ever?
wonder about. I don't know. I mean.
I remember the mom. Maybe she. I don't know. Maybe she's not around. But I've never. I've
Hmm.
only seen the dad.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah. Maybe the mom just opted out and didn't want to be a part of the show.
She's probably like, I'm not gonna be part of this shit show.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Anyway, all right,
I'm
dude,
excited
we
for
gotta
Nate.
go.
Now I gotta go watch the Pillow Talk episode on this one because this gonna
Yes,
be
I already
good.
watched it. It's hilarious. You're in for a treat.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
All right, and I'm gonna keep sipping my watermelon Moscato.
I'm gonna finish off
And
this watermelon vodka here.
you
Mm.
might need it, Aunt, because you know you're gonna watch the whole sex shop thing again
Numb
in Pillow
myself,
Talk.
just numb myself and everything. Yep, numb it.
All right.
Yep,
On that
numb the
note,
pain.
we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. We'll be back again next week. And ready for more craziness.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. On that note.